Welcome to the Jedi Ranger. I'm John Berry 555, and today I'm continuing my reviews for Star Wars Visions Volume 3 with Episode 4, The Bounty Hunters. So, The Bounty Hunters is produced by the Japanese animation studio Wit Studios, and it follows the story of a bounty hunter who gets a contract from a shady businessman. And can I just say something about the shady businessman? I think his name is Jin something or whatever. I don't care because he's a shady businessman who is using, spoilers of course, child labor, forced child labor, mind you, in order to operate his business. The thing is, I was watching him, even before that was revealed, he's doing some unfair labor practices. The bounty hunter, her name is Seven. She has the same gut instinct. And for me, I'm like, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Elon Musk is doing something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those tech billionaires are doing some unfair labor practice. Don't know about child labor for sure or that stuff, but unfair labor practices, yeah, I would definitely believe that. But anyhow, that's sidetracked. That's just, he reminded me so much of lots of the tech billionaires and just billionaires in general that have been dominating and ruining my country. So, yeah. Anyhow, there's a lot more we can discuss there if we really want to get into it, but just the way he was presented reminded me very much of that sleazy billionaire stereotype. But anyhow, she does initially take this bounty, but like the Mandalorian, like Din, and probably like several other characters in all Star Wars, she does the right thing in the end. In fact, yeah, she does apprehend the bounties, which are where the businessmen enable insurgents. At first, I thought they were just going to be the parents of the children who aren't war orphans. No, they're just the older brothers and sisters, which works equally as well. And well, Seven's droid, because of his split personality, he's a medical droid and an assassin droid because of some bad program that Seven got done to him. Yeah, which is not so great, but it actually is a bit of a Chekhov's gun situation near the end of the episode, but I'll get there in a moment. He leaves because his assassin droid programming is just being an assassin droid programming and yada yada yada. I say that, but it's like he throws a temper tantrum. Man, split personality or is it bipolar? I mean, I'm not the best, but both could potentially work. If you know that stuff better than me, let me know what you think of that. But anyhow, Seven brings the bounties back and collects a payment, but then she demands to actually speak with one of the children to, hey, are they actually slaves? And the businessman, well, he's like, sorry, for security reasons, we don't let people talk to the workers. That cemented it. Even though it was all cemented well before with dialogue and a hologram as well, and the hologram is actually what convinced Seven that the insurgents were actually telling the truth. And then so Seven fights her former client. And thankfully her droid does return, and that's where Chekhov's gun comes in, because it comes to a point, because we had seen that the child slaves were wearing collars. He claimed it's to monitor the health. No, the bombs have exploded if they ever tried to get away, and he armed all of them. And unless Seven killed her droid, he would detonate. So she does. One of the personalities. Granted, now her droid's stuck in assassin droid mode. I think it would have been better to have the medical droid programming, but it's the way the story decided to end, and he's taken in for custody to be brought to the Republic. But also throughout this, there's a subplot going on that Seven had been, as a child, abducted by some kind of mercenary group and trained to be a very elite soldier. And that group was taken down by a Jedi. And she's mad at the Jedi because of the actions of the Jedi made everyone think that she betrayed that mercenary group who's now hunting her. So she has some choice words for that Jedi. But the thing is except for that mercenary group is now hunting her down in revenge for thinking she betrayed them, the thing is the Jedi did help her break free of that group, whether she realized she needed to or not, because effectively she was a slave, whether she was aware of it. She was. And that Jedi gave her freedom. and all the realities that come with freedom, including having to deal with consequences of your actions. But that Jedi does need to learn a bit about her own consequences for making people think that Seven betrayed that mercenary group. Actually, probably the mercenary group just thought she's the only survivor, therefore she must have betrayed them. And that's what happened in my reading of the story. But ultimately, it's actually a really good story. It's ultimately a story about, but even ignoring that background stuff, it's a story about a hardened bounty hunter making the right choice because their heart gets broken. It's a tale as old as, at least as old as the Mandalorian, but I'm pretty sure we can find examples earlier on in the Star Wars timeline, both production and in universe. But that's what I got to say. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I will see you tomorrow when I review the 5th episode, Yuko's Treasure. Thank you for watching my video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like and share. Also, consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date on all my latest content. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May the Force be with you always.